So, next day, Nintendo held their conference at 9
a.m. Blah, blah, fuck that. Gadget Games decided to announce officially Runner 2 is coming to the Wii U. Alright, that wraps up our E3 stuff. I hope you enjoyed.
Bullshit. Alright.
So, Runner 2 is all that matters.
Runner 2. The only reason to buy a Wii U, people.
So, Nintendo E3 started off pretty lighthearted. You had Miyamoto in the dressing room, then you had Pikmin all around him. He was walking to the stage and just Pikmin following him, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And then he comes out and basically talks about
Pikmin 4. They announced Pikmin 4, people. Pikmin 3 is never going to be an actual thing. It's Pikmin 4.
But yeah, he talked about Pikmin. They actually had this cute little thing where like they had Pikmin showing up on screen all over people for a little bit. They talked about the Wii U, basically like how the gamepad works for just a little bit, and then they moved on to Pikmin 3, and they showed quite a bit about Pikmin 3. They showed how it plays. They showed the new Rock Pikmin.
Pikmin.
We were making so many jokes about that on MSN too. Rock hard, the Rock Pikmin.
If I was a Pikmin, guys, I'd be the rock hard Pikmin.
They've got rock lobsters.
There's a multiplayer component that's going to be in Pikmin 3. In the multiplayer, there's no Captain Olimar in the multiplayer.
Apparently, there's no Captain Omar in the story either. I think that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Which means it's not even worth buying, people. Don't even bother buying it.
No Olimar?
I know. Well, I don't know. They said for a certain reason. For a certain reason, so probably he's part of the story.
Yeah, I saw him moving around on the story when they were showing some gameplay. He was in the story, but he wasn't in the co-op, so there's probably a reason. There might actually be some sort of story to the co-op. We'll see.
Yes. But there's up to 4 people. There's 4 people that you can play as.
Yep.
In Pikmin.
And then
that's why it's not Pikmin 3. It's Pikmin 4. Shut the fuck up.
Is your body ready?
Yes. My body was ready.
What is your Reggie body?
My Reggie is Reggie.
Reggie, he came out on stage and he decided to say that, it's all about the game. So he decided they're going to talk about the game. And
after, explaining, giving a little bit of a recap of what they talked about Sunday. Sunday.
6-5. Anyway. He first announced before they went to the games, after he decided, even though it's all about the games, we're going to talk about things that aren't games for a second. Basically, stuff like Netflix, YouTube are all going to be on the Wii U.
2 gamepads for the price of 2 gamepads.
Yes. He mentioned that the Wii U will support 2 gamepads. It's kind of a shame that it's not going to be able to support more than that. But I mean, considering how powerful the gamepad is, it might not be able to read 4 gamepads going on all at once very well. So it makes sense that it's 2.
Yeah. Well, it's still like
it does at least. From what I know, the Wii U is showing a lot of support for the Wii peripherals, so it should be interesting to play stuff like that with the Wii.
In one hand, you have, your gamepad. In the other hand, you're doing something with your nunchuck, just without the Wiimote. It's not really anything. And then in your third hand, you got the Pro controller. And then in your fourth hand, you're using the classic controller.
Who are we? Are we all like Shivas or something with 4 arms?
Don't even get me started what you're doing with your 5th hand, please.
All right. So they showed a little video, basically, and this obviously automated voice started talking about the game controller, like how it looks. It did like a full 360-degree. You see the controller. It looks pretty interesting. They showed off Miiverse some more on top of what they showed at the Nintendo Direct, which we know all about Miiverse. It's actually going to be on the 3DS too, apparently.
Yes, it's for the 3DS PC and any
any
mobile device that has the web browsing capabilities, not just smartphones.
Yep. Then
Eventually.
showed off New Super Mario Bros. U. We played New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now we're going to play New Super Mario Bros. U.
After, you play 1 and 2. So this is like, let's see, if we count Wii as 1.5,
then 2, and then Wii U, the Wii U game would probably be what, 2.5?
Yeah, it's 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. So New Super Mario Bros. 2.5. Looks a lot like the gameplay of all the New Super Mario Bros. Games that we've seen so far. It's basically more the same, some new stuff.
They had those, like, Yoshi things where like,
Yeah.
huge balloons or, like, shooting, like, ice balls or whatever, bubbles.
I'm not sure if it was this one or if it was New Super Mario Bros. 2, but one of the games had that acorn turn into blind squirrel.
That was 2.
Okay, we'll get on that later. The multiplayer features are being, bumped up. They're upping the ante from the Wii version, so...
Yeah. Never played the Wii version, so I don't know.
You didn't play New Super Mario Bros. Wii?
Nope.
Alright, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you can have 4 people playing at once.
I know all about it. I just never played it because there's no point, because there's just one of me.
Oh, you don't have anybody else to play with? Forever alone, Landon.
No, I have my cat.
He's the creeper in the back.
How good is your cat at New Super Mario Bros?
I don't know, because I don't own the game.
Right.
That's the problem.
Alright.
How good is he at something like Sonic Generations, then?
Oh, like, he's beaten all my times, Jesus.
Alright. After New Super Mario Bros. Wii, we came into we came into some third-party stuff. They brought out someone from Warner Brothers. They talked about Batman Arkham City's
Armored Edition. My voice gets this low when I'm talking about Batman.
You're going to be able to control all of Batman's little gadgets through the gamepad.
Through the gamepad.
And through the gamepad, you can actually control the battering. Like, if you played Ratchet and Clank, there was a bomb item that you could use, the Invisibomb, something like that, and you could basically take control of it after you fired it out, and you could fly it all over the place until it hit something. It looks a lot like that. You basically take control of the battering, use the gamepad, and steer it and fly it into stuff.
It's same like in Skyward Sword. They have one of the options is a beetle, which you fly around and like mess with stuff.
Sure.
You can drop bombs. You can actually drop bombs with a beetle.
That's awesome.
Or survey the area.
Why don't we drop?
No, I'd rather drop bombs.
Another thing that's going to be in Batman Arkham City Armored Edition.
Armored Catwoman.
Is this new mode for Batman called Bat? Basically, from what it looked like, it looks a lot like if you played Sonic Unleashed, and you know how you built up the Unleashed meter, and then you could go apeshit on everything by unlocking. That's basically Bat mode. Basically, you beat on opponents, you get a bunch of you get like a meter filled up for it, and then you could just beat up on opponents even better than before.
His kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy.
Kinetic